recording on my live cam. For some reason, there's a delay about it getting posted on my social media. But anyway, here we go. Good afternoon. My name is Brad Micklin. I'm the managing member and lead attorney for the Micklin Law Group, which is a law firm concentrated in men's and fathers' rights in divorce, family, and custody matters, with offices in Nutley and Montclair, New Jersey. Today is Thursday, February 21st, 2019. I am in New Jersey. The information may change if you're watching this at any other date or in any other state, so always check with the updated law and states. Today is my daily tip, which you may or may not know I do each day, so I call it a daily tip. And I try to give you a small piece of information about what generally is a common or important issue that confronts many clients or many cases that I've had. Today is my daily tip about what options exist to avoid getting New Jersey divorces. And when I say what options exist, I mean legal options, not like be a better spouse or go to counseling. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about if somebody wants to get divorced and there's a process either that started or about to start, what options do you have to avoid it going to completion? And let me tell you a couple of things that this also is not about, because there's a lot of misconceptions around this area. First of all, you can't stop a divorce if the other person who filed wants it. There's no papers that you need to sign. There's no, you don't need to be involved in any way. And by ignoring it doesn't mean it's not going to go through. Actually, it means it probably will go through, just adversely to you. So you can't stop it. That's the first thing to understand and know. Second is there's no such thing in New Jersey as legal separation. People always ask about this. I did a webinar. I think I did 2 webinars on my YouTube page and my website, micklinlawgroup.com, where I discuss a lot of misconceptions about divorces, and that's one of them. It's very popular. We have some sort of legal separation when you get a final restraining order, but it may not have that kind of an impact in your divorce. So it's important to realize it just generally doesn't exist. So now that I've told you what doesn't exist, let me tell you what options do exist. There's really only 2. The first is what's called a limited divorce. A limited divorce is you go through the process of a divorce, but at the end, the court doesn't actually sever the legal marital contract, which is technically what you create when you get married. It resolves the financial issues and custody issues and all the other issues as if you were getting divorced, but still leaves the marital relationship intact, which means you can't remarry if you have this. It allows you to either convert later to a final divorce and be completely divorced, or to vacate and return to being married. It's not a personal option or a favorite of mine, because you go through the entire divorce process, the stress, the agony, and the cost to still be married at the end. It's just a lot to go through. But if you're looking to go through a process that doesn't end in a complete divorce, that's probably the best option. The second option is what's called a separation agreement, also called a mid-marriage agreement. Some call it a post-nuptial agreement. It's basically an agreement of resolving all of your financial issues and maybe your custody and support issues. And the purpose of the agreement is because you're attempting to reconcile. So the agreement will resolve your financial matters in the event that you later get divorced. Not a favorite of mine either. There's a lot of reasons I can't go into in this short of a video about mid-marriage or post-nuptial agreements, but they can be challenged very easily and they're not favored by the courts. So it's not necessarily the best option either. However, these are the only options that you have if you're trying to prevent a full divorce from somebody who's filed one and interested in obtaining it. I hope that information helps. If it does, please give the video a like and share it. You can also subscribe and ask for notifications so you'll get notices when I'm going online. You can message me through whatever channel that you're watching this if there's anything that you want me to cover, or if you have any questions about what I talked about today. Other than that, I'm probably not going to be on tomorrow. I know you're devastated by that. But I should be back on Monday, I think at 4 o'clock, but I will always post like I do every day. With that, have a good night, and I will see you to some extent on Monday.